Well, tensions remain very high in Diepsloot, with residents vowing to continue their fight against crime in the area. Protest leaders arrested and charged with public violence last week, so they are set to appear in court today, and the residents are heading to the Randburg magistrate's court as well. Let's take you live now to what is happening with the story. Reporter Manqoba Mchunu, you're with us this morning. Residents are out there unhappy. What are they telling you? Give me a sense of what it looks like this morning.
Well, certainly, Garrett, not happy at all. And this is because some of the leaders of the protests were arrested last week here in the community. Of course, we'll recall that on Thursday, two of those leaders, in fact on Wednesday, eNCA as well as were arrested by police when they were part of the protests that have been happening here in this community. And today what we're seeing are angry community members that are basically saying that they want their leaders to be released. So they are preparing to make their way to court. We understand where the two leaders are expected to appear this morning. And this is just a group of people that are part of that particular protest, but we're also seeing political parties here this morning that have joined this particular cause to call for the leaders to be released. We see some of the posters, of course, that they're carrying saying, please release our leaders, our community leaders, eNCA, as well as Sotoia, free our leaders, Lifa now, and Diepsloot is in the hands of JMPD and not the South African Police Services. Of course, on Friday there was a community meeting that was held here in Diepsloot, and this was to speak to community members about what's going to happen with this particular protest. And as you can see here, the Reverend, who was one of the leaders that was there, just coming here, and perhaps I'm going to ask you, Reverend, just to talk to us about today, obviously the community saying that they're going to court, to the Randburg magistrate court, to ask for their leaders to be released.
Yes, we are indeed going there to ask for the leaders to come back, and they should take the baton moving forward. We are hopeful that they will be released, and this is a ploy and a game, and we want it to be over. We just want simple thing: safety in Diepsloot, to engage the government, not to fight it. But it seems as if people have been fought against, and the war has been declared against people. It's unfair, it's unjust. There can never be justice if there is no peace. So there's peace and justice, yes.
How are the community members feeling, though? I can see that many of them have come in their numbers here this morning. How are they feeling?
They're feeling okay, they're feeling jovious. We are looking forward to come back with our leaders and present them to the community. And everyone is here, the structures. This is a civic organization, it's not a political organization. It has the guys, Sanko, and all political parties, not one political party. So we're looking forward to have them this evening. I'm also looking forward to hand over the baton so that I go and do other things.
Okay, Mfundisi, let's talk about the protest itself. Of course, on Friday there was that public meeting that was held here where you said that you have suspended the protest for now. What happened to that?
We still, remember, this is a leadership-led civics organization. When we come back, it depends what happens there. And the meeting will happen in the evening again of leadership to map up way forward. But we are peaceful. Whoever comes with war, we don't come in war, we come in peace. Yes.
Thank you very much, Reverend, for speaking to us. That was Reverend Tukwane Dichuche, who is one of the leaders here, saying that, of course, they're expecting that their leaders will be released today. They were charged with public violence last week when they were arrested and ultimately moved to the Johannesburg Central Police Station. We understand that they'll be appearing, though, at the Randburg Magistrate's Court this morning. And, of course, as you can see, community members mobilizing to call for the release of their leaders. They say it will be clear once their leaders are released what happens next. We recall, of course, that they boycotted to go to the union buildings where they were meant to meet with officials from government to map a way forward as far as engagements over their concerns are concerned. But residents saying that they're not willing to sit down and engage with any of the government officials if their leaders are still not released. So, as you can see, they're still mobilizing to go to the Randburg Magistrates Court, where they will be calling for their leaders to be released.
Yeah, this story far from over for the residents of Diepsloot. Will stay there as it unfolds throughout the day. As well, Manqoba Mchunu, thank you very much indeed, taking us up to 18